What is up, guys? Welcome back to Rising Thrills. Today we're back here at Hersheypark on Saturday, November 15th. This is the second day of Hersheypark Christmas CandyLane. It started last night, but I wasn't able to make it, unfortunately. But we're here today. It's about 6:30, a little later than that maybe, but I'm going in to see the park, see what all we can do, get some hot chocolate and just look at lights and stuff, and if there's any shows or anything. I'm not going to stay for that long, so I probably won't see the show that they have in the music box theater this year, but definitely look at the different lights and stuff down in the hollow and stuff with the Noel show. And I actually came to the park last Saturday for the bonus weekend. And I assumed that all of the Intamin coasters would be open for the bonus weekend, like Sky Rush, Fahrenheit, and Storm Runner. I assumed that they would be open for the bonus weekend, but for whatever reason, they were not open. For whatever reason, I believe in past years, those rides were open for the bonus weekend, and even Comet was closed. So I was assuming I was going to come that weekend, probably both days, and ride all the Intamins and ride Comet one last time for the season, but I wasn't able to do that, so I ended up just coming Saturday evening for the bonus weekend, like an hour before the park closed. So I was able to get one ride on Twizzler's Twisted Gravity, which was a great ride. Then I went to the back of the park, and I actually got 5 rides on Wildcat because the park was not busy whatsoever, so I really got a lot done getting those 5 rides on Wildcat. I really had a lot of fun, I believe. And I was able to get the last ride of the night on Wildcat. I guess you call that a Zen ride. Okay, guys, so the first thing when you get into the park, right by the entrance, first thing I've noticed is that they have a giant tree here where the Kisses fountain is normally. I'm not sure if they did this last year. I didn't come to CandyLane last year, but overall, it just looks great. I'm definitely very happy that they did this. This is a lot like what Great Adventure does. I don't believe this has any shows or anything. Maybe it does, but the way Great Adventure, syncs up with the Ferris wheel, and then you have a show. But overall, it looks really great, and I'm very glad that they have added this addition. It really adds to it, having a nice big tree right here, right at the front of the park. Definitely makes it seem a lot more Christmassy, I guess. But one thing with this event overall is I feel like they could have more lights. Yes, it's a lot of lights. I believe it's like 3 or 4 million lights. But, it's a big park, and, a lot of places don't have lights. Like these trees here, they really could use lights. But overall, I mean, it is a great event, and I definitely recommend, if you have not come to it yet, definitely recommend coming once or twice to the event. But overall, it is nice to see that they have added the Christmas tree at the front of the park, which is really a great addition. But I believe Candymonium was sitting about a 10-minute wait, maybe a little less. So I'm going to go over and see how many rides you can get on Candymonium. Okay, guys, I just got off of 2 rides on Candymonium. The first ride I was on row 6, extreme right, the farthest to right seat. So, overall a great ride. Definitely during CandyLane, some of the trims don't hit as hard. So, especially over that speed hill, you get so much air time. Maybe even Flowjector air time, maybe not just floater. But then I got a second ride on row 5. Second to left seat. That was great as well. I mean, I had a lot of room in between the clamshell because the ops are being gracious today. They're not stapling or, excited to get more rides of this during CandyLane. Especially what I want to try to do is train completion on this Wildcat's Revenge and Super Duper Looper, where I ride every seat on the train. I don't know if I'll end up doing that. I probably won't, knowing me. But overall, we'll just see what we can do. And overall, I'm gonna have a lot of fun during CandyLane, and those were some fun rides on Candymonium. I would say this summer it does hit harder, and it's a lot more of a fun ride, and definitely Nitro is a much better Christmas event ride in terms of the B&M Hyper. I'd much rather ride that during Holiday in the Park than this, but nevertheless, I had a fun ride on 2 rides on Candymonium. Okay, guys, so we stopped for some hot chocolate. It's really good hot chocolate. We stopped here by 1906, of course, at this Refill Express. The hot chocolate is really great tonight. Like creamy and so sweet, and this is some of the best hot chocolate I've ever had. I think. Props to them because they're giving so much free hot chocolate out. Every King and Giant Size Pass holder gets it every 10 minutes. So, they could easily have real poor quality hot chocolate, and I don't think many people would complain, but they really have really good hot chocolate. Now, I will say towards the end of the season, at the end of the night, it can get, I have gotten ones in previous seasons that weren't as good, but overall, this is really good, and I'm really enjoying it. And overall, just props to Hershey for that. And like I said earlier, I wish there were a few more lights, like over here. Like, there's no light. You can't see any lights, other than the kissing tower and then over here. But, they could put some lights on these trees. It's fine. They have tons of lights, but I'm just saying I wish they had a few more lights.
What do you want, Jesse? This was you be sitting on the system. Oh, forget it. How happy I'd be if I could only wake up. Those kids, they brought such magic to our world. But the thing about magic is it's slippery. You hold it tight, and before you know it, they're taller, quieter. They start asking for gift cards instead of toys, and the songs get replaced by earbuds. And suddenly, you're wrapping gifts alone, wondering where the time went. But oh, what a gift it was. The noise, the chaos, the mess. I'd take it all back just to hear that hee-haw, hee-haw again. Oh, this one. This was the year my son Josh called a week before Christmas and said, "Mom, I don't think I can come home." New job, big office in New York, big responsibility. Said there just wasn't time to get away. I told him I understood. Of course I did. That's what you say, isn't it? I totally understand, I told him. We'll be fine. And I meant it. Well, mostly. It's not that I needed presents. Oh. From Atlantic to Pacific, gee, the traffic is terrific. So that's the album. Pages that tell our family's holiday story and that continue twinkling through time. Funny thing is, the decorations come down, the cookies get eaten, the snow melts, but the memories, they stay. They shimmer year after year, reminding us what this whole season was always about. Not the stuff, not the schedule, not the picture-perfect postcard. It's about the people, the laughs, the chaos, the mismatched pajamas, the hands we hold, and love we share. That's the real spirit of Christmas, and it lives right here. So what are your memories that twinkle through time? Take a moment, think of a special holiday memory with friends, family, neighbors, or even a stranger. Hold them close and wrap them up tight, because these are the gifts that never break, never
Okay, guys, we just got done with the Twinkle Through Time show at the Music Box Theater. It was a really great show. I thought, whatever. Definitely, using like the different definitely using the different songs and making skits out of the different songs. Like throughout, this lady's life. The different Christmases and using those songs to basically tell the story of her Christmas memories or whatever. But overall, it was a pretty fun show. So guys, so I'm here in the Supply Co. I walked past here and I was like, oh yeah, it looks like they have Super Duper Looper on that shirt. But then I looked a little closer and I saw that it's a mock looping coaster. I'm not sure if that's a Blue Fire. I'm not sure exactly what mock looping coaster that is, but that is definitely a mock looping coaster just by how the trains are designed and also the way that it's looping. That's definitely not Super Duper Looper, because Super Duper Looper would go that way instead of going that way, the way that's oriented. So that is not Super Duper Looper. I just find it so funny that they have a mock looping coaster on this shirt. Okay, guys, now we're heading out of the park. It's about 8:30. I didn't really want to stay too long tonight. I was just coming, mostly to get some hot chocolate and just, see how everything was. I didn't end up doing a lot because the show took up about a half hour of my time here. But overall, I had a fun time, especially seeing that shirt at the end there. That was just really out of the blue. That was pretty wild. But overall, I had a fun time. I definitely do enjoy CandyLane. And it's, obviously it's not the best time to come to the park, but definitely if you've come a lot in the summer and you want to have a different experience here, definitely recommend coming now. But I just think this park's operational season is so elite now. Now I have springtime in the park, which is probably, honestly, in my opinion, my least favorite time to come to the park. But nevertheless, it is fun then. But of course, then you have summer, which is, of course, the summer is, obviously that's going to be a good time. And then, of course, now Dark Night's a great event. Lots of things to do. I honestly would say there's more things to do during Dark Nights than there is to do during the summer, other than the water rides are closed. But, I think in recent years, the different, entertainment and such, haunted houses and stuff like that have really added to that. And now, of course, we have Christmas CandyLane, which is great, phenomenal. They haven't did a lot of it to change it over the years. It's really stayed the same, but overall it's great. Especially if you're a pass holder, get the free hot chocolate every 10 minutes. It's also great to see that the show, it's also great to see that the show has returned to the Music Box Theater, because for a few previous years there, they just used the Music Box Theater as a meet and greet area for some of the characters. It's great to see that a show has returned to that venue, that it's not just a meet and greet. And overall, with the addition of Twizzlers Twisted Gravity, another great ride to ride during Christmas CandyLane, it really put it up another notch. And do I think this is the best holiday event, Christmas event, or do I think this is the best time to come to Hersheypark? No, this isn't the best time to No, this is not the best time to come to Hersheypark. The summer, of course, is a lot better. And in terms of Christmas events, Great Adventures Holiday in the Park was a great event. They're both great events here and Great Adventure, but they're good for different reasons. But overall, I really had a fun time tonight, and I'm really excited for the rest of the 2025 Christmas CandyLane season. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you go down and do that. Hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.